Yo, what's up? Name is Jetleo1 and welcome back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles. Last episode we got here to Central Factory. And now we're at the top pretty much done with the area. The whole thing with the bomb is what takes the longest. Anyways, I just saw something completely hilarious because I went and had a snack between this episode and the last episode. So here we are. We hop on this, we go to the capital. So I'm going to tell the story first. While I was sitting here, I went to go get a snack between this episode and the last episode. And when I came back, I was just sitting here chewing on my snack. And then, I was just watching the screen. I leave the game on pause between episodes, usually. And the music swelled up to the big part of the Mechonis factory theme. Or the Central Factory theme, swelled up to the big part, and then the Wii remote disconnected, and it just stopped. So, got to this big note, and it just stopped, and it was hilarious. So that's my music hilarity thing for the day. Let's actually continue. So, Central Factory, not too long. Especially not when you have the advantage of NG+. Look at this guy just standing all calm in the middle of a battlefield.
I see you finally decided to
Who do you think you are, Call of Duty main character?
Bust these rust buckets like last time.
Think we can do it?
We'll get them.
What are you talking about,
With this many
Otheron?
troops on our side, we don't even need
This fight isn't gonna go like last time, it's gonna go better.
Schedule. Kinda soft for you, Thorin.
Shut up! Get moving!
Division 4, defend the barrier. Division 6, assist any wounded Hans.
Bring it on! These high-entier may be a bunch of sissies, but they've got some pretty nifty gear!
Don't be a jerk, man.
That idiot.
Although, then again, that was his thing, I suppose.
Ha!
I was about to ask why those things weren't already firing in an artillery barrage. That's what long-range cannons are for. Or you can just run up and kick them in the face with pterodactyl. That works too, I suppose. I'm sorry, Bornapon, you can't be as cool as Hereupon Ricky. He's got the moves, he's got the heals, and the damage over times. Two of them, poison and fire. He can freeze you in place, he can put you to sleep. He can, if you get the proper skills from his skill trees, he can quite literally use his, no, I forget what they're called now. The special ability in the middle of the skill bar. His talent art. He can use his talent art, and his talent art is stealing things. And it starts off that you can steal gems and equipment and whatnot that you would get off of one of their chests. But you can upgrade it where he can literally steal EXP, steal money, and steal ability points off of enemies. I don't think anyone in gaming can be so cool that they can steal skill points from enemies with just a basic steal command.
Exhaust pipe and smoking.
Crazy old man. Maurice Old Crazy. I need to go watch the Gaston trilogy again. He caught one of them. He caught the spear and he threw it back. 2 for the price of 1 impalement. Who do you think you are, Maverick?
Lousy junk.
Is this Top Gun? No, I haven't seen that movie in years. I feel like I'm watching it again.
I do so enjoy a good show.
I really needed to go buy Ace Combat. Go buy and play one of them.
Deadbeat drones! Come out and face us like real machines! I'll sort out the lot of you scum!
I think that guy just likes to hear the sound of him yelling. He just loves to hear himself yell. That's what I'm getting out of this. I guess we made it to Agnaratha, or Factory Transporter. Residential District 1. So welcome to Mechonis Imperial Capital. Agneratha. We've made it. In just a few episodes, we've already covered the same amount of ground as we covered in like the first 30. Because we've climbed up a Titan, but it does help that the Mechonis was so conveniently built out of like loads of elevators. Lots of elevators. But this place is cool. It's very desolate and grim.
Yes, Agneratha.
It's got that sad music,
The
and
heart
this is
of
the
the
grand
Mechonis
capital.
civilization.
And
It
notice
looks so
there's no one
desolate.
around.
Like there are no signs of anyone living here.
It truly is a soulless city.
Here, bad place. Ricky want to go.
I want to go too.
So the Machina built this whole city. Not too shabby.
It looks like the buildings have been here for a very long time.
But you can't after you go to Galahad Fortress. Because even though we have fast travel, we have no idea how to get
Eat city.
back to
A dino beast.
Galahad from inside Mechonis.
But how?
It is a Telethia.
But there's Telethia. Why are there Telethia in
It
the
looks
Mechonis
like-
city?
It's stone. Why would
Got
there
hit
be
with
a
Petrify,
Telethia
watch
in a
out for a
place like this?
cockatrice.
The fossilized
I love that,
Telethia
how
are what
smart
remain of the
NetHack
beasts
is
that
if you've never
attacked the
played
capital
NetHack.
in the ancient battle.
If you kill a cockatrice, like
Why did the
cockatrice have the
Telethia
ability
attack
to
your city?
petrify you when you
Wasn't
get
the
hit,
ancient battle
if you
only
kill a
between the
cockatrice,
Bionis and
take
the
it,
Mechonis themselves?
throw the corpse in the air, stand still for a
The
few
Uncity
turns, it
in
will come
question
back
can be
down,
found in
hit
that
you and
tower,
petrify
the
you and
data
kill you.
center.
And they even have a custom death line if you
It
pull
is
that
better
off.
that you see with your
It's
own
so
eyes.
brilliant.
Only
That whole
then
thing
will
is
you
just the
truly
dev team
understand
thought
what
of
happened between the
everything.
Bionis and the Mechonis.
So now we must go to a library and learn. That's something you don't see very often on RPGs. Let's take a break and go to the library to learn about backstory. We're not going to talk to an old sage or something? Nope. We're going to go to the library and learn like they used to back in the day. This is a very interesting library. So welcome to Central Tower. There's loads of quests. Loads of quests. And a store. So this is going to be pretty much your central hub for this area. Go get your quests. Shop. Do what you must while adventuring. This takes me back to the days of playing Mass Effect 1 for the first time. So, Garrus, I mean Rhine, do you have any good small talk to give us while we wait for the... Never mind, the elevator's done. But the elevators in Mass Effect 1 were so annoying. And even on PC, they take forever just because...
It looks like the
I
power's up
think-
and running.
Actually, that the elevator is not... Yeah,
Fiora,
never mind. The
what's the
elevator
matter?
is not based on actual
Everyone,
load time. The elevator
me.
is a flat animation that takes the same amount of time as it would take to load on an Xbox or PS3. So it's a flat animation, so you can't do anything about it. You just have to sit there and suffer for a stupid long wait time.
What is
Because
that?
that's how long the console took, and they didn't actually just have load times, they had animations. It was a
looks
bit
like
stupid.
It's here. But it's just
So
an
we've got a
image.
map.
No way. Whoa. You're right.
These are memories of a time long forgotten.
What happened to your eyes and what happened to your voice? It's not
They
her.
were left behind by the Machina before they abandoned this place, so that others may know their story.
Her voice sounds
So
like...
it's a
In
journal
ancient times,
of doom.
when the Bionis and the Mechonis came into existence, I was born as well. Just as the Bionis had a soul, I came to exist in this world as the soul of the Mechonis.
Okay.
I created my children on Mechonis and acquired this body. They called themselves Machina. And Mechonis was transformed into a world brimming with life.
Now this seems more like an imperial capital. Lots of people.
The
Families,
Machina gave
people
rise
going
to
about
an
their business.
advanced civilization
Good stuff.
and built this great city.
I mean, look how big this city is.
This city?
Once again, remember that this is all
Can't believe it used
inside
to
of
be so
something.
lively.
They lived their lives in peace and harmony. The gentle Machina worshipped me. Life also flourished on Bionis.
It just fully hit me that the Bionis and the Mechonis are basically Reshiram and Zekrom.
The Machina generously
life of
shared
fire.
the fruits of their civilization.
And then the life of electricity,
With
the
the
Machina,
peoples of
and
the
the biological ones.
They believed their two worlds would grow hand in hand. Then
What do you know?
a terrible fate descended
Oh, come on.
from above.
I was about to say, what do you know? An RPG backstory that didn't begin with, like, complete destruction. But here it is. I guess it didn't begin with complete destruction, but it came. There's always got to be massive destruction in the backstory of a RPG. The only ones that don't have it are, like, Mario RPG. And even then, the original Mario RPG has Bowser's Castle getting wrecked.
Wielding the Sword of Light.
And Paper Mario 1 has Mushroom Kingdom getting sieged by Bowser. I guess the only one that doesn't have, like... Never mind. I guess the Mario and Luigi ones don't have massive destruction at the beginning.
Are those Telethia?
That's like the only ones I can think of that don't have massive destruction in the backstory somewhere. And now the Telethia are attacking the awesome robot people.
I tried to save the Machina and confronted the Bionis. And so, I confronted Zanza.
Come on now.
Zanza!
This world is not a very good place to live, apparently. So apparently Zanza was Bionis. And way to go, Maineth. Just catch a laser blade and then start swinging
The
back.
battle waged on and on. Even as our life force is depleted, Zanza and I
And now they're
continue to
they're
fight.
going kind of fast, actually, compared to the beginning where they had the slow, weighty strikes.
However, it did at last come to an end.
And there's the slow, weighty strike. The grand finale. Oh, we were just walking in that scar on the arm.
The giant.
Or on the shoulder. Or never mind, not that wound, I guess.
This is when Zanza was imprisoned.
Taking advantage of my final blow to the Bionis, its beings took Zanza and sealed him firmly away.
That's what you get for sitting there and ruining the peace.
However, the battle with Zanza had greatly consumed my life force.
That's just terrible.
I warned the surviving Machina that the Bionis had not yet been destroyed, and that one day he would be released.
Way to go, Shulk.
I'm the one who released him.
Way to go.
I then entered a long and deep slumber, in preparation for Zanza's inevitable reawakening.
So now we fully do know that Egil is just a well-intentioned extremist. He just wants justice.
It's all clear to me what you wanted to do. Stop the battle between the Bionis and the Mechonis.
Fiora, I see now. It was her inside you.
Yes. Lady Mechonis desired a body in which she could be free. And after you were captured by Egil's Mechon, it was I who transferred her soul into your body.
But why did it have to be my body?
Because you're a main character.
You are close to Shulk,
Or that could be a reason.
the heir to the Monado.
Now we've got to go attend to what business we need to
It was all
attend to.
because of our world. Because of Bionis. That this city was devastated.
That
Now
about
I
sums it up.
understand why Egil would want to stop the Bionis from reawakening.
I get it too. But how's killing any of us gonna solve his problem?
That's a good question.
What happened to the Machina was a tragedy. But we cannot forgive the Mechon attack on Bionis.
What worries me is the Monado that the Bionis used. It's no different from how the legends describe, but still.
It must hold a deadly power.
But you have used it wisely, Shulk. It has not overwhelmed you, as it did me.
He's right. If you had
That's because this isn't the Monado, this is Orpheus Swordlos. The ultimate weapon.
Zanza who bestowed this sword upon me.
We have not
However, it is not Zanza who
canonically
now wields the Monado.
obtained Orpheus
It
Swordlos
is you,
yet.
Shulk.
We haven't maxed out our S-links.
That is
We've
also
still
the
got to get
reason
there.
why Mechonis chose Fiora as a vessel, so that the tragedy of he who wields the Monado would not be repeated.
The tragedy of he who wields the Monado.
Shulk,
What is this, Parrot
believe.
Exposition? We're playing Metal
Believe
Gear
in the
now.
path you have chosen.
You've got to go
And
fight the
those
Metal
who
Gear.
walk with
Metal
you.
Gear.
Mechonis once said this of the
Use the
Monado.
rocket launchers on
The
his
Monado
knees.
is not
Rocket
simply
launcher
a
to the knee.
unique weapon. It is the light within each and
It's Metal
every
Gear
person
Ray.
in this world.
Ray?
Light? What do you mean?
It is the light of life.
The
will to
tragedy that
survive no
befalls
matter
the wielder
what.
of the Monado.
Perhaps
The
Lady
tragedy that
Mechonis
befalls the
was
wielder
drawn
of the
to your
Monado.
light.
I can just
Beyond
hear
there
Snake.
lies the Mechonis shrine. Egil will be there.
So
Is
Egil's
it
so
still
close
your
and yet so
intention
far.
to defeat Egil? That has not changed.
We're
We
gonna
understand
beat
the
him
history of
mercilessly.
Mechonis now.
But now we're gonna
If he's
make
willing
sure
to
that we
listen,
stop him instead
we
of
will
just
try
killing
to
him.
reason with him. But if
There
not,
will be blood,
I understand.
but it will stop
if that is
before
your
the clouds are
decision,
clear.
So be it. I will try to persuade Egil one last time.
But it's still gonna have to fall through the
But I am
darkest days
prepared
to the
for his
final hours.
refusal.
Vanea.
Couldn't you just teleport us with you? Because we're about to have to do stupid arbitrary button pressing yet again. I think that's one complaint that I could
know
level at
Vanea
this
said
game
she'll
is that
try
there
to
is quite a
persuade
bit
him,
of
but she
fluff.
didn't sound confident.
we have to go after her.
It's kind of like
How do we get to
Skyward
this shrine from
Sword.
here?
You
Up
could
ahead is a
cut the
transporter
objectives
into the
of this
shrine.
game in half and it will still work out.
But it's inactive. We need to trigger the verification devices to activate it. We'll find one at the top of each of the 4 pillars.
I think that's only one
trigger
thing
them
that it
all,
could this
we
game
can
could
use the
really do
transporter.
better.
How Fiora know that?
Well, actually, I don't
Mechonis'
know.
memories. She tells
I
me
thought
these
I
things.
just thought of a way to
Do you
make
know
it
how to
better,
trigger them?
but I don't know how to go about
Maybe
it. But it needs to
my
eliminate
body
the
itself
fluff
is
and
the
be a
key.
bit more
Okay,
direct.
then let's get searching.
That's a problem with RPGs, is they are very... Is that actually the problem with anything, the larger scale you get, the more prone you are to having fluff. So like in this case, we have to go press 4 buttons. Whoop-de-doo. Like, it's not even interesting. We just have to go push 4 buttons. And this is where we came from, so we need to go the other way. But it just isn't very interesting. We have to go... We're just pushing 4 buttons. It doesn't even move the plot along. The plot is not going to move until we actually go to the top of the shrine. So, if you ask me, why couldn't we just have to go get to the shrine and then that be that? I don't know. But like I was about to say, you could just remove that and make it when you get to the area you just go to where you need to go. But then that raises up the problem of how are you going, or, well, it raises the problem of then what is your reason for you to actually stick around and do the quests like you really, really, really need to do so you can be powerful enough to survive moving the plot forward and survive fighting bosses. I just don't know what you could really do about that. There's got to be something, but it's just not very interesting. This game is great, but it could really do these bits better. Oh well. That's enough complaining about the amazing, amazing, amazing game. This has been Jetley1, and I will see you next time as we go hit the other 3 buttons and go face down Egil. See you then.